You wake up, look at the shower drain, and see another clump of hair staring back at you. It is a sinking feeling that quietly drains your confidence day after day. But look at this macro footage. This is a thick, healthy hair strand breaching the surface of a completely barren, dry scalp environment. Most of us are taught that the only way to achieve this kind of dense regrowth is through synthetic chemical topicals. Yet the biology of hair loss suggests a different path. Millions of people invest heavily in commercial hair serums, specialized shampoos, and branded vitamins, often secretly applying these treatments every night in front of the bathroom mirror. However, clinical data on the most popular synthetic treatments shows that significant regrowth only occurs in a fraction of users, and even then, results often plateau after the first year. For many, the monthly cost of these subscriptions continues long after the visible improvements have stopped. There is a specific biological reason for this plateau. Many topical chemicals focus on the surface, but hair loss is driven by follicle starvation happening millimeters beneath the skin. When a treatment fails to penetrate the epidermal barrier or address the blood supply at the root, the follicle continues to miniaturize regardless of what is applied to the hair shaft itself. This mismatch between where the product sits and where the biological failure is happening is why so many people are left with minimal long-term results. Research into botanical alternatives has uncovered a specific compound that challenges the dominance of pharmaceuticals. Rosemary extract has demonstrated the ability to produce hair count increases that are statistically identical to the leading synthetic options. By targeting the circulatory environment of the scalp rather than just the surface skin, this common plant provides a direct biological intervention for thinning hair. But this effect is entirely dependent on how the plant is handled. You cannot simply boil leaves in a pot and expect results. The active compounds are highly volatile and easily destroyed by the very methods most people use to prepare them. Most viral recipes are effectively producing scented water with no medicinal value. I will show you the exact scientific protocol for extraction later in this video to ensure the active ingredients remain intact. Sustainable hair restoration depends on supporting the cellular mechanisms already present in the scalp. By providing the specific environment the follicle requires to function, it is possible to see changes that synthetic chemicals often fail to trigger. Before we dive into the clinical protocol, take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as understanding these biological requirements is the first step toward effective treatment. The clinical foundation for this approach comes from a 2015 study that performed a head-to-head trial. Researchers compared rosemary leaf extract directly against a 2% minoxidil solution over 6 months. Both groups saw a significant increase in hair count, but the rosemary group reported much lower rates of scalp irritation. The botanical extract achieved the same physiological outcome as the drug by utilizing the same underlying circulatory pathways. This diagram shows the primary mechanism behind androgenetic thinning. A hormone called DHT, or dihydrotestosterone, binds to receptors at the base of the follicle. This process triggers a constriction of the microscopic blood vessels, physically squeezing the supply lines. This kinking of the vessel cuts off the flow of oxygen and nutrients, leading to a process called miniaturization, where the hair grows back thinner and shorter in every cycle until it stops entirely. This is where the rosemary extract intervenes. Its active compounds function as natural vasodilators. By expanding these pathways, the extract allows a larger volume of blood to reach the dermal papilla. This increased circulation carries the necessary proteins and oxygen to the root, providing the fuel required for the follicle to maintain its size and structural integrity. When vasodilation is maintained consistently, the follicle receives signals needed to stay in its active phase. This influx of nutrients encourages the cells at the hair base to divide more rapidly. For follicles that have begun to shrink but haven't yet scarred over, this restored supply line can reverse the miniaturization process and produce a thicker, healthier hair shaft. These compounds are not a miracle cure. They are chemical signals. They interact with the vascular smooth muscle to reduce resistance and improve flow. By delivering these specific signals to the scalp, you are providing the exact physiological conditions the follicle needs to sustain its growth cycle. Despite the science, many people who try this at home see no results. Social media is full of tutorials for rosemary water, yet many users report that after months of spraying their hair, nothing has changed. The reason for this high failure rate often comes down to a single error in the preparation process. The issue is thermal degradation. This gauge shows the temperature limit for the plant's most important acids, like rosmarinic acid. When water surpasses this threshold during a rolling boil, the heat shatters the molecular structure of these compounds. If you boil the rosemary for an hour, as many suggest, you are left with organic matter that may smell like rosemary but lacks the chemical ability to trigger vasodilation. To keep these compounds active, you must use a low-heat infusion. Bring distilled water to a light simmer, then remove it from the heat entirely before adding the leaves. Covering the container is essential, as it prevents the volatile oils from escaping with the steam. This slower, gentler process allows the active molecules to migrate into the water while keeping their chemical bonds intact. Even a perfect extract can fail if the scalp environment is blocked. Excess natural oils, dead skin cells, and styling product residue create an impenetrable surface barrier. If the extract cannot reach the epidermis, it cannot influence the blood vessels below. Ensuring the scalp is clean and free of buildup is a requirement for the liquid to be absorbed effectively. This process is a matter of chemistry, not just a simple recipe. The difference between a clinical-grade extract and useless water is determined by temperature control and absorption pathways. We also have to account for the biological clock of the hair itself. This timeline highlights the anagen phase, which is the period of active growth. Because human hair generally grows only half an inch per month, it takes a minimum of 3 to 6 months for the follicle to produce a new strand long enough to be seen. You are working with a system that has a fixed speed. This biological reality makes 3-day growth claims impossible. On this chart, the first 30 days are marked as a period of unseen cellular repair. During this time, the follicle is recovering, and the blood supply is stabilizing, but no new length has reached the surface yet. If you stop the protocol during this first month because you don't see results, you are stopping before the visible part of the cycle has even begun. To maximize the effectiveness of the extract, you can use a technique called microchanneling with a dermostamp. This intervention accelerates this curve by creating temporary, microscopic openings in the outer layer of the skin. By bypassing the stratum corneum, the skin's toughest barrier, the extract can move directly into the deeper layers where the follicles reside. Providing this direct path to the dermal layer can increase the absorption of the active compounds by a significant margin. Instead of waiting for liquid to slowly permeate the skin, microchanneling ensures a higher concentration of vasodilators reaches the blood vessels surrounding the root. A functional protocol relies on 3 factors: using low heat to preserve the chemistry, ensuring the extract reaches the follicle through better absorption, and maintaining the routine for the full duration of the growth cycle. I encourage you to try this protocol for 90 days to see how your own hair responds. Consistency is key. Share your starting date in the comments below so we can track our progress together. If you found this breakdown of the science helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more evidence-based beauty tips. Moving toward better hair health requires shifting from a passive approach to an informed one. By understanding the temperature requirements of botanical compounds and the specific timing of your hair's growth phases, you can align your routine with what your body actually needs to succeed. True results come when you stop looking for shortcuts and start working with the biology of the scalp.